Velian Speakstay here guys, and the great announcement just arrived. Open Beta 4 is finally here for the OnePlus 7, so let me straight away install it over my Oxygen 10.1.0 stable update. If you want to see how this goes, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel and like the video. Alright guys, as I told you, the latest system update now is OxygenOS Open Beta 4. A lot of system fixes, fix the screen flashing issue while adding the fingerprint, fix the issue of accidental muting of a vehicle navigation system with a Bluetooth connection, fix the disabling of mobile data after an upgrade, optimize visual effects of the permissions pop-up, black and white screen issues, improve system stability and fixed other known issues. Also, there are some new features like added raise to lower the ringtone feature. When somebody's calling you guys, you can pick up the phone and then the volume should go down. Enabled efficient addition of unknown numbers to contacts, optimize the description of features, some optimizations to the messages, to the calculator, and you can see there are quite too many guys. I am pressing now download, and as I'm going to download this, I'm going to then straight away install it. Short reminder guys, the update method is very important here. We have basically 4 update methods. So we have the full update, we have the incremental update, and then it's the same like Open Beta full update and Open Beta incremental update. And it's quite important, that's why I'm sharing this again. An incremental update can be installed from any version except if you have an unlocked bootloader. Then you should always pick the full update as update method. A better update of OxygenOS can always be installed. A better update of OxygenOS can always be installed as well when you're on a stable version. To switch from stable to beta, you have to enable the advanced mode in settings. For the betas, the full and incremental updates always work into the same way guys. So into the advanced settings here you can do this. So apparently you go from settings, then you should make sure that advanced mode is enabled guys. Alright, cool. Enabling the advanced mode is giving you the kind of option, so updating a regular version to a beta version, reverting from a beta version to the regular version. Don't forget to factory reset your device. That's a very good disclaimer guys, very important disclaimer guys. Always when you're going back from beta to stable, then a full wipe is required. But without further ado, let me download the latest OxygenOS Open Beta 4. Right now I'm using the latest OxygenOS 10.1.0, which is pretty much the very latest stable global update, right? So I cannot just simply install the Open Beta incremental update. I need to go and I need to download the Open Beta full update. So let's change it here, go back. Okay, OxygenOS Open Beta 4. It's 2000 megabytes, guys. So I'm gonna press the download button. We have downloaded the latest Open Beta 4 for OnePlus 7, guys. So I'm gonna head straight away to settings, system updates, tap here, then choose local upgrade and then select the file. Local upgrade, the system update will not affect your data. However, to ensure data integrity, please perform a backup. Don't start flushing unless you have a full cup of coffee like me. That was a joke guys. Pressing install now, and as you can see here, the system update is being installing, and I have here the best variant of Groot. Hopefully everything is gonna go according to the plan. We are soon approaching destination 100%, and now the $1 million question guys, is the phone going to boot or not? So let's stay tuned and see what happens. Okay, 99%, I'm dropping the funny voice, and we are all crossing the finger that I'm gonna go okay from installing a better ROM on a stable ROM. And I can tell you with my history over with Xiaomi, which is still continuing, and I have it for some years right now, I always got success. So let's see what I'm gonna get here. Installation completed, restart experience, the new features. Okay, I'm pressing the reboot. Please guys, keep cross your fingers. So boom, black screen. All right. Now it can also happen to you guys that the phone will not boot by itself. Okay, here clearly I'm lucky. Once it happened to me that the phone didn't want to reboot, so I had to like manually press it, but don't get in a panic mode. If something happens, there are always ways to revive. Let's see what happens and let's experience the new features from the Oxygen Open Beta 4. Not surprisingly, the first boot takes a lot of time, but have in mind that it might go from 2 to 5 minutes. So I'm already into the second minute and I'm still waiting and keep my fingers crossed, hoping that my phone is going to boot. Okay, everything seems to be fine so far. Let's go directly to settings guys, to about phone, and see the build number here is OP702 Beta 4. Yes! Now the first test I want to do is see that new fancy thing lowering the volume while somebody is ringing at you and you pick up the phone. So let's see how this works. Somebody's calling me, and if you remember these songs, please let me know which famous PC game or which famous game, console, whatever started with this tune. So let me pick up the phone and see if the volume will go down, guys. Oh, you see? Jesus, that's nice. First feature confirmed, yes it works. You see guys, there is some fancy notification here that the ringtone volume will be reduced while the phone is raised. Okay, so when you go to sounds and vibration, now apparently you get the settings raised to lower ringtone, which is quite nice. Now let's guys see some of the changes and notice something very important. You know that I have been running VoLTE on my phone. Now VoLTE is gone, which means that the new Beta ROM overrided my profiles. I'm gonna show you how to enable VoLTE and select the VoLTE profile on your OnePlus 7, OnePlus 7 Pro, so stay tuned, it will come in the next days. With that said, let's see here in settings, I'm interested to go to the full screen gestures, and I'm gonna show you why guys. So when I go to button and gestures, you know about a story, I made a video about how you're able to remove this black bar here. Now apparently this has been reset to the original value, so if you wanna see how that's done, check my video here. A further thing I wanna check, the engineering menu, and it does work. We need that, you're gonna see, for enabling the VoLTE. So if you want to see how you can enable VoLTE on your OnePlus 7 or OnePlus 7 Pro guys, then take a look at my upcoming video. It will be here in the next days, I promise. The changelog says that the calculator has an optimized user interface and interactive experience. So this is how it looks right now. Let me just test something. In the changelog, they also added the weather channel as a data source for the weather. So this is the latest weather app. If we go here to settings, we can see about, so it's a OnePlus weather, the version of the app is 260. So let's see what I have in the camera guys. So camera, quite standard. Let's just shoot a picture. This is Groot's best friend. The camera app now is version 3.8.74. The version of the app launcher is also getting updated. It's 4.1.0.19. Another change is in the OnePlus Switch app, which now supports transfer of iPhone data through iCloud. And that's quite cool guys. If you're coming from your iPhone to the OnePlus 7 or OnePlus 7 Pro, it's going to be easier to use. OnePlus Switch can quickly migrate all of your data, including contacts, etc. So yeah, you can just here set up your old phone if it's an iPhone and your new phone, and then kind of like easy the whole process. The dial pad area has been expanded to avoid missed touches, and I can show you how it looks like. Honestly, the previous one looked almost the same, but now there is a little bit more spacing between the buttons, so you're not able to kind of like do a miss touch. Let's say if you want to touch one, then you're gonna go for one, and you're not able to touch 4 or 2. GeekBench results: 749 on the single core score and 2795 on the multi-core score, which I think is a quite nice achievement. We are yet to see the final AntuTu score guys. I'm going to charge the phone overnight to 100%, and in the next few days I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna report in the comments below this video my screen on time that is usually, you know, with my daily usage, without photos, with photos. So stay tuned about that. And also, if you're using the latest Open Beta 4, let me know how much screen on time or SLT you're getting on your phones, be it like OnePlus 7 or the OnePlus 7 Pro. How much is the OnePlus 7 gonna get on the AntuTu by using the latest Open Beta 4? Usually the Snapdragon 855 phones are making something between like 370k to 400k. So people are, you know, using some tricks, even putting them into the fridge, jokingly, to get higher points. Benchmarks, of course, are not really a good criteria, because at the end of the day, some of this is really synthetic, so it can be really faked and tweaked. And sometimes even some of the vendors are putting some special codes, you know, inside of the phones to get higher and higher scores. But in the end of the day, still, I'm just doing it to understand, you know, how much we can get by using the latest Open Beta 4. We are almost there, guys, so 1% more of testing and ooh, 451. So I guess this is kind of like the latest version of the AntuTu. So if you're using that, you're gonna get like 451, and that's quite a nice score, guys. So benchmark wise, the Open Beta 4 is performing quite okay. We are now putting the storage onto a test with the AndroBench, and I'm also quite interested to see how much are we gonna get there. We know that the OnePlus 7 is using the UFS 3, so it is quite quick, but let's see how much the Open Beta 4 is squeezing out of it. All right, submit. Sequential read 140 megabytes, sequential write 300 megabytes, okay, random read 184. That's pretty much, guys, the ranking. I'm gonna just show it like this so you can see it. Indeed, quite nice results out of that phone. Security update is from the 1st of October here. If you like my video, subscribe to my channel. This is the only way for you guys to support me, and I really embrace and I really like all the support that I'm getting from you. If you have any questions, put them besides into the comments of this video, and stay tuned for my next reviews. Velian Speaks Tech, over.